Previously on the Sampson9091 Amiibo Tournament.
It gave it to the Wii Fit Trainer. I don't agree with that one.
I am going to have to speak with the tournament commissioners about this one.
Okay.
Now you die.
Oh, congratulations, that boy Pikachu.
We're gonna have to watch her in the next battle to make sure she doesn't do exactly what she did this time.
He's also smart because he's going to the center of the map. Although,
Luigi, I am really hoping for this to be your first tournament victory.
don't be above Banjo. That's a bad place to be. Who? He did it!
Unbelievable!
Luigi did us proud. Next time when we meet, it'll be the winners of round 1 versus the winners of round 2, with a little bit of added flavor with 4 additional wildcard fighters joining the roster. Alright everybody, hello and welcome to the Sampson9091 Amiibo Tournament Grand Finale. I am joined once again by...
Dover of your New Doverport Trade Commission. Happy to be here, Sam. How's everything going?
It's going well. We've got a bunch of our familiar-faced fighters lining up to face each other one more time and prove who is the grandest champion.
I'm so excited to see a lot of these big names and a lot of newcomers I'm seeing.
Actually, to further explain that, let me just go over the rules for this finale really quick, which includes, this time, fighters will only be allowed to have 2 stocks. In addition, time limits are a thing of the past. What that does is that eliminates the possibility of these fights going to sudden death. There are 0 items of any kind. Stage morph is turned off. Stage hazards also are turned off. Certain abilities that these amiibo fighters have previously had, namely ones that rely on them starting with an item, such as Donkey Kong started with a banana gun, those particular abilities have been disabled.
But think of the memes.
Fighters who placed 13th and 14th in rounds 1 and 2 are the ones who are going to be going up against the 4 wildcards. As you can see, we have Mega Man Tiny Tim versus Big Mac Little Mac, Hammer Time versus Dan Don, Devo versus Samantha, and Diggy Diggy versus Mom. And then there is one final rule to discuss.
Oh.
You may notice that there is one notable name who, despite technically getting second place in round 1, has not made it to this particular fight. We did have a word with the commission about the rules, and it was determined that the Wii Fit Trainer, also known as Lauren, has been disqualified from the Amiibo Tournament finale due to lack of good sportsmanship.
That is only fair. You hate to see that happen, but sometimes you gotta lay the hammer down.
As a result, the Wii Fit Trainer is not taking place in this tournament. However, we will be interspersing the fights here tonight with a little glance into what I'm calling the Gauntlet.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Within the Gauntlet, the Wii Fit Trainer will be facing a few other amiibo who were maybe not qualified to participate in this tournament, but however are here to knock some sense into her, shall we say. So now that the rules are out of the way, shall we get started?
I've been waiting for this.
Alrighty, let's get to it.
Round 1.
Our first fight here, we're going up with Tiny Tim versus the Big Mac.
2 newcomers to this tournament scene, and I will not be lying to you.
Tiny Tim was in the first round.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he didn't make much of an impression in that first round. He was defeated by Fluffy Puff Kirby.
I won't lie to you. As much as a Mega Man fan as I am, I have to say that I am rooting just a little bit for Big Mac here.
On with the game.
Game on! Okay, here... Whoa!
So yes, if you remember, Tiny Tim does have the ability to turn giant at the beginning of a match. However, Little Mac, aka Big Mac, he has the opportunity, once he gets to a certain health range, that he will turn big. So Mega Man has already lost his bigness there at the start, but pretty soon we might see Little Mac grow to that size. And also, just for a little bit of added suspense, the health percentages have been turned off.
Oh, jeez. Like, it's really all we can do now is just commentate on who's taking what kind of damage. And Big Mac has been taking a very defensive... Ooh.
Yep.
Very stick and move.
Ooh.
Devastating
He
uppercut.
did a really good uppercut there against Tiny Tim.
I'm trying to think if Mega Man has ever really dealt with anything in terms of, like, boxers in his long tenure of how many games. I'm sure Dr. Wily has invented some kind of boxing robot. It's just...
Yeah, Punch Man.
Yeah.
I've never played Mega Man. I don't know all the different men's.
I was going to say, well, wait.
Like, I know there's, like, Cut Man and Slash Man and whatnot.
Hard Man, aside from being a hilarious joke, he's also his oh, snap!
Oh, first out for Tiny Tim.
That was a devastating hit.
Yeah, he was kind of clinging to it there for a while, because one indicator you can see if someone's at low health percentage is they start smoking around. Oh, another devastating hit. However, that does give Mega Man the final smash.
Oh, no!
He summons the help of his crew. But is that enough to take out... It's enough to take out the Mac.
I did not know that Proto Man shows up in that little group photo there.
Yep, Proto Man does show up.
That's strange. There are enough iterations of Mega Man that Proto Man shouldn't have even have been necessary, but at the same time, would it really be the same without?
I guess not. Here comes the final smash. Provided Mega Man can make it back. Oh!
Oh,
Big Mac
my
not even
goodness.
letting Little Tiny... Big Mac not even letting Mega Man get to the... Not even letting him get to the ledge. He's just taking it.
Like Anakin Skywalker. You go, Doc Lewis.
Also, his spine looks like it is snapped in half.
You know, usually the trope is biggest in female characters are in certain poses.
Oh, absolutely.
Plus, it looks like in this pose, his face looks like it's photoshopped in.
It kinda does. Next up, we have another newcomer, Wildcard Hammer Time, going up against our familiar boy, Dan Don.
On one hand, you'd think the Ice Climbers, aka Hammer Time, would have something of a numbers advantage, but we've seen them fight.
But also, the argument can be made that Dan Don has the numbers advantage because he brought 3 Pokemon to this fight.
He's only able to bring out one at a time.
This is true, though. I will have to say as well, Dan Don has his work cut out for him because the Ice Climbers are, they're vicious little killers.
Well, right off the bat, the Ice Climbers are in fact Ice types. Oh, well, there we go.
And he just brought out a Fire type, and then immediately realized his mistake.
Well, no, actually, in Pokemon rules, Fire is strong against Ice types. It's Grass types like Marvin who are weak against Ice types. And
Okay,
I don't think there's any advantage given in Water versus Ice. I feel like there is something, but oh my goodness,
Ooh.
already!
They are taking no prisoners.
Those two have proven to be very, like you said, vicious, and the offense just isn't happening on Dan Don's behalf.
It's like he's trying to bait them away, but there was just nothing he could do.
Yeah, that was a disappointing showing. I'm not even sure what I'm not sure what he was trying to do.
Only lasted 1 minute and 12 seconds, Dan Don.
Come on, man. We know you're better than this. We've seen you be better than this. Of course, maybe he's just better.
He did do a pretty good damage output. I'm a little surprised. It didn't seem like he landed that many hits, but his hits hit hard.
Yeah. Maybe he's just better in the turn-based strategy arena. Our next pairing is Devo versus Samantha.
Yep. I picked this pairing similar to the way Tiny Tim and Big Mac all have growing abilities. Although we never did get to see Big Mac actually become Big Mac. Hopefully we'll be able to see that in the coming fights.
I mean, we saw him become a Big Mac, but not the one that he can do.
Yeah, he can be a bigger Mac.
Yeah.
But similarly to how I paired those two together, I paired these two together because Samantha does have an ability to use a whip, similarly to how Devo uses a whip.
You know, I could just see just a total disaster of them like using their whip trying to whip each other, but then the whips get all tangled up, so they gotta take 5 minutes like to uncoil it. It's just some kind of a sheep shank knot in there. It's a complete mess.
Not an ideal map for Samus, given the attire.
Not at all.
Although, I suppose, Simon doesn't have that much more on him. The arms and legs both exposed.
You're not wrong. I also have not seen Simon ever exposed to an ice level of any kind.
The good thing there are no ice physics.
No, oh my god. The Castlevania
Can you imagine
games,
that?
The classic Castlevania games were difficult enough by half, and then all of a sudden you add ice physics to the platforms, there would be a riot.
That would be no good. I don't think Samus can Samus would not have been able to recover there, but Simon hit her, which reset her move ability.
That was
so she was able to bring it back.
That was an absurd little exchange.
Yeah. Oh, but Simon can't recover from that one, though.
No.
He was too far off stage. Samus has really been dodging those axes he's throwing.
Oh, but
not so much with the whip.
She is. I feel like she's on the cusp. But there it is. There it is.
There we go.
But yeah, like you said, Samus has got her dodge game on, and if she is able to keep up the pressure the way she has been, of course, then again, her first was a ring out. Oh,
Simon with the I don't know. He was trying to moonwalk his way into that. Apparently, he's got too much style. But now that's a smash for a smash. Although Samus did not miss.
It's very difficult to miss with that as opposed to like a coffin that just happens to spawn in the center of the arena.
This is true. Simon is our first wild card not to advance to the next round.
He is not too happy about it.
Alright, our final wild card fight of the night, Diggy Diggy versus Mom. Now, I'll be perfectly honest. I do like Alex. I think Alex should move on. I can't help but root for Mom a little bit, because the Corrin Amiibo took so much... Like, you heard the story last time.
Oh yeah.
Like, I want Corrin to do well, and she disappointed me last time.
Well...
Like, she barely made it into the finale here. It was like, she was literally tied with Dan Dawn for last place.
Tell you what. I'll root for Diggy Diggy, you root for Mom.
Sounds like a plan.
Now I have to wonder if the Minecraft characters are as confused by everything that's happening to them as they must be to all of the other competitors. Just, okay, what is this? Why are they made out of squares? Where is everything that they're making coming from?
It's the Game & Watch principle.
I assume that most of... Oh, jeez. Ouch.
She can recover from that. Oh.
Well, not that.
But Corrin not letting them recover.
She is, I assume, looking to redeem herself after her performance in the previous showing.
I would certainly hope so.
Uh-oh.
However, Alex has a pretty devastating smash.
This is true.
It's hard to avoid.
And you're certainly not going to avoid it by standing right next to them.
Nope. And that is back to 1-1.
I have not been... Well, obviously we can't know because we can't see their health totals, but I can't help but notice in her final smash, Alex was eating a piece of meat. Does that as well as... Oh!
Ooh. Were you about to ask if that healed them?
Yeah.
It does not.
Okay. Happy Mother's Day! Your mother is a dragon.
You know, before we move on to our next fight, I think it's time we check in and see how the Wii Fit trainer is doing over in the Gauntlet.
Yeah, how's she doing?
Okay.
Well, it looks like she's having a great time over there, wouldn't you say?
She'll be fine, I'm sure. Maybe.
Back to our normal action, we have Me Brawler DayZ versus Marth.
Malamar.
You're always coming up with better nicknames than I have.
I don't even know what a Malamar is. I gotta look that up now. I know it's candy.
I don't actually know what it is either. Yeah, we have Daisy, who has had a bit of a journey. She was created to be the unstoppable force, who unfortunately has been very stoppable so far. So we're gonna see if she can hold her own against Marth here, because Marth is also pretty tough.
And you would think that a fist fighter would actually be pretty good against Roy, insofar as if they can get past the sword. Oh, there you go.
Oh, like that.
As illustrated in Figure A. But yeah, we'll see if she can keep that up, because now he's got this
devastating
smash.
final smash.
Oh,
but he missed.
Well, I don't know. I should not be taking
that could have dealt a significant blow to her. But now it's her turn.
She almost doesn't even need this.
Now, it is easy to miss, is that? Oh, I don't honestly know how that made contact with him, because he was behind her foot, but that's game. The unstoppable force has actually proven herself for once.
There you go. Now she's mad. She's looking to prove that she is not just a, well, I don't know. I was gonna say like a one-hit wonder, one-trick pony, one
punch man. And now next up, we have Princess Zelda going up against the Guardian of Retro. I don't know what you would call Rob.
A very frustrating and impossible to use peripheral. Some assembly required.
Meanwhile, Zelda's like, some disassembly required. Zelda is showing a lot more promise than she did the first round.
Yeah, I don't remember her being that solid of a competitor, but
yeah,
maybe.
But then again, in that first round, it was Zelda versus Lucina and Princess Peach. Princess Peach, who basically laid down and took the loss, and Lucina, who was just out for vengeance. He's figuring out how to avoid her. Well, maybe not that much.
He may be learning a little too late.
Yeah. He doesn't have enough processing RAM.
I mean, he can barely...
He knows only one thing: fight. Uno reverse card from Zelda.
No, you. He's gonna want to not hang out over her anymore.
Yeah, she's really good at attacking from below.
Yeah, that'll do it, I think.
Yeah, that did in fact do it.
Sayonara, Mr. Roboto.
Now we have green-haired lady versus green-skinned crocodile. She is quite a bit smaller than him. He is quite a bit tankier, but she's also faster.
He does not seem to have the range either. Whoa.
Not quite. Somehow that stunned him.
I was gonna say. Oh, jeez.
Ooh. The lady does not take any names.
Just going full goddess mode now.
Is that the saying? Doesn't take any names?
I don't know. I thought like taking names is the
kick ass and take names. Okay, you do take names. Never mind. I got it wrong.
Taking souls.
Oh, it's over already?
Wow.
I wasn't even paying attention for half that fight. I was trying to remember how the phrase went.
Paulie was not playing around.
A minute exactly.
It's like, look, I've got an appointment. I can't really mess around right now.
Alright, now we're getting to the good fight here. The one, the only, the gamer, the myth, the legend.
My boy.
And he has home stage advantage.
Oh my goodness.
This game is his to win.
So I am assuming that he has no inherent advantage, because I remember one of the first times he participated in a tournament, he was boosted, shall we say, artificially.
Not quite that same advantage. With that first one, he was a level 9 CPU.
Yes.
Which somehow lost to a level 4 day-to-day.
I am just... You know what? That was another time.
We don't talk about that. He has learned, and as you can see from the red glow around his body, he is pissed.
It's very difficult to tell otherwise. He has very little in the way of emoting.
He was staying just out of the range of Min Min's arms there for at least a bit, but Min Min
oh no,
seems to be extending the range. He dodged it!
What the heck was that? Well,
It doesn't exactly translate very well on Mr. Game & Watch being two-dimensional, but it is possible to dodge Final Smashes if you input the dodge button at just the right time.
I mean, granted, he is a two-dimensional character, so really, if you want to dodge something, all you gotta do is turn sideways.
And now it's his turn with the Final Smash, deciding he didn't need it for that stock, and waiting for the next stock to take it.
Oh my goodness!
She broke free,
Okay.
but that's not going to do her too much favors. He's still up one stock over her.
I was disappointed at his lack of use of the bacon maneuver.
Oh!
Oh, snap!
And with that, the man, the myth, the legend moves on to the next round.
My boy, Mr. Game & Watch, coming in with a victory. I'm happy that he made it out of the initial round of 32.
Before we move on to the second half of the first round, I think it's time we check in on Wii Fit Trainer again and see how she's doing.
I'm sure she's doing well.
Ah, Wii Fit Trainer, keep on trying.
I like the part where she stopped moving.
You know, in round 2, Luigi was the one who went up against Isabelle, but now it's Mario's turn.
Can you follow in your brother's footsteps?
He brought his Sunday best to this fight.
Yeah.
I will say, when we talked to the commission about the Wii Fit Trainer, we also had to speak with them about Isabelle. Isabelle nearly got disqualified from this tournament as well, for similar reasons. However, she got in on a technicality because, unlike the Wii Fit Trainer, Isabelle is attacking. She's just not landing.
It's true. It's true.
Whereas the Wii Fit Trainer was jumping, avoiding, and not attacking. I look back to that fight against Minecraft Steve, where it was within the last 30 seconds of the fight before she landed her first hit.
Yeah, that is, as was discussed with the panel, far less than sporting, and not in the spirit of our tournament.
They're both having trouble hitting each other, I'm noticing.
Yeah. I mean, Mario seems to have remembered that he has projectiles.
Yeah.
It's like, fine, if you're not going to come over here and fight
Isabelle
me.
has also remembered that she has shields. This might be our first long fight of the night.
Oh,
And not because it's two good fighters.
Mario just landed a couple of decent shots.
Yeah.
What?
They're both smoking, so they're at similar health ranges.
She's got the smash.
And for once, Tom Nook actually makes an appearance. I swear, every single time either Isabelle or the Villager were on the tournaments, they got their final smashes, and it was always off screen.
I'm thinking that probably won't be enough.
Oh, a series of good uppercuts there.
It seems finally Mario has some actual offense, a wake-up call for Isabelle.
And a direct hit on that final smash.
Not enough to put her away, but has Mario finally awakened to the fact that he is supposed to be fighting?
Perhaps he has. Another good uppercut there. Tried to grab her, missed.
Mario seems to have shaken off whatever days he had at the beginning of this fight, and now it looks like Isabelle might be on the back foot. I always get a little nervous whenever one chases the other off of the platform. Oh!
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 And Mario takes it home!
Vicious shot!
He took her out with a headbutt. So stylish there, Mario.
Mom spaghetti. But yeah, that was an interesting fight.
Yep. Now we're gonna go into another interesting fight here with two Fire Emblem characters going at each other. This has not been the most entertaining fight. I'm kind of disappointed in both of them.
Well, I mean, they are swinging. They're hitting each other. They're, bouncing all over the place.
Troy is Roy is skirting the same tactics of Isabel, though, jumping around and swinging and not hitting. I don't even know what he's trying to do, honestly.
I noticed that she has an upward stab, and she lost her patience with him.
He's like, no, we're done.
You'll never defeat me.
More power to you. So, I remember in the previous tournament, our boy Bowser Jr., he put in a noble fight to represent the Koopa, the Koopa troop. And
yeah, he outperformed his father.
And Fluffy Puff here is a top contender, as I recall.
Yeah, Fluffy Puff advanced quite a few times, if I'm remembering correctly.
So, I guess this is gut check time for our young Koopaling.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes.
Oh, they are going. None of this jumping around nonsense. They just went right at each other.
Yeah, this is a true fight in our hands here.
Although it seems like Kirby is starting to get is getting the upper hand very quickly.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. seems to have figured that out and is doing a good job of avoiding those upward strikes Kirby is trying.
But he's gonna have to start putting some offense in there, or else.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to figure out. He's trying to see the openings in Kirby's plan here, so he knows when to attack. He's trying to figure it out first.
There you go.
Yeah, he's fighting back now. There's also some question as to whether or not Bowser Jr. bringing a vehicle to the fight is legal, but he's a child. He can't do it on his own.
Yeah, he is a very small. Well, either way.
And Kirby has had enough of that.
Yeah, he is going to need to. Bowser Jr. is going to have to do something. Is going to need to bring on a little bit more.
A little more gusto here.
Yeah. Because he keeps, every time they engage, he keeps taking those small kicks from Kirby, and it's just...
Now he's doing the damage. Kirby bouncing around that X like he's pinball.
He's been right next to Kirby, and yet has not even attempted to land a hit.
Oh,
Ah,
Kirby deciding he didn't need that final smash and just took matters into his own hands.
yeah, that was unfortunate. I mean, on one hand, yes, you put a novice like Bowser Jr. against an established veteran like Kirby, and the result is pretty much sealed from the get-go. But at the same time, we saw many times when Bowser Jr. could have at least attempted an attack, but did not. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
His hesitation to engage was ultimately his downfall.
Correct. He needs to take a few lessons in aggression from his father, but maybe not lean too much into it.
Yep.
That'll-
And to be fair, he is made from the best stuff.
So here we go. A Steve versus Mr. Persona. Mr. Persona, in his previous tournament appearance, was
He was quite entertaining.
entertaining, yes. Strange, also.
Very much so. Had a very unorthodox tactic of taunting, but it seemed to be effective, and it was not against the rules.
And A Steve, as I recall, was knocked out of his tournament by one Wii Fit trainer.
Speaking of whom, why don't we check in and see how she's doing?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm sure if anybody knows anything about therapy, physical therapy, it's probably her.
Yeah, I'm sure she's had worse. Alright, so let's go ahead and start on this A Steve versus Mr. Persona.
Let's make it happen.
Oh, that was just funny to watch Steve barreling horizontally back towards the stage.
That was fun. He's got the speed, he's got the
And he
advantage.
taunted again. He's still playing with the mind.
I mean, if it's
But
gonna be
Steve
anybody.
anticipating this move. Steve anticipated him coming towards him, set fire. Oh, but that's a tough one.
Did not anticipate that.
He was paused mid-taunt.
Apparently doesn't have time to stand around and pose.
Oh, now this is going to be an interesting fight.
Oh boy.
We got one of the fan-favorite fighters from round 1, Donkey Kong, versus a fighter who showed quite a bit of unexpected potential in round 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Donkey Kong taking first hit.
Coming out of the gate very strong.
The thing about it is, Pit is a lot faster than DK, but DK does considerably more damage.
I don't know. When you're Pit, what do you do with this?
Yeah, he's trying to stay above, which is not helping him any. Oh, he tried it again.
He really wants to just send him to Hades, if you will.
Yeah, no kidding. Pit is smoking and flashing. He's like one hit from death. See?
You weren't lying.
Yeah, Donkey Kong is not messing around here.
Let's go!
You can't shield from that, Donkey Kong.
Oh, it won't stop him from trying, I guess. I'm thinking DK is going to take this very just handily.
I believe you're correct. He is upset that he lost our first round, and he is back to prove that he has what it takes.
That was great. I just kind of like grabbed him and was like smacking him in the face. Stop it! No.
There it
Boom.
goes.
Swatted out of the sky like a bug. Not playing around is the Dairy King. I'm trying to remember what game it was. I think it was Messenger, which... Oh my god!
The damage given!
300% more!
That is quite a disconnect.
Wow!
Let's go ahead and move on. We're now at the people who placed third place in the first 2 rounds. We have Ike and Daisy.
Oh man, Queen Daisy, as I recall, she went all the way up through the tournament brackets until she was ultimately defeated by the champion of that.
Yeah, she nearly made it to the finals, but was taken out by Luigi before she could advance. We already have Daisy, who is a poser, but now we have the real deal.
Whoever wins is going to have to go up against Donkey Kong. Gotta imagine that's in the back of their minds.
Yeah. I don't know honestly, I don't know if either of them would be able to stand much of a chance against Donkey Kong.
Well, I don't know. Daisy seems pretty content to just...
Wait, is Ike smoking already? We barely started the fight.
Daisy has taunted like... Oh my god! Yeah, apparently Daisy is not playing around.
Maybe she could go up against Donkey Kong. Not only that, I love that just there, she was just standing there, cold-faced, watching him try to attack.
Oh god. Okay, well, one good turn deserves another. 1v1.
I guess so. That was the weakest attack I could have tried there. He like punched her and then tried to upward attack, and it did like next to nothing to her, I don't think.
Oh! That was
a
shockingly fast fight.
What happened? Ike, you're better than this.
Is he though?
Apparently not. Zeri versus Guha.
Uh-huh.
Zeri, who, I didn't really explain this earlier, but because Wii Fit Trainer technically got second place before she was disqualified, all the fighters who placed behind her moved up. So technically, Zeri had gotten third place, but because Wii Fit Trainer is no longer in the fight, she got advanced to second place.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if she earned that spot, but the other person definitely earned getting kicked out of that spot.
Yeah, speaking of which... I don't know. She's trying. Not well enough, but she is trying.
Well, you know, there will be tournament tryouts in subsequent days. I'm sure if she's healed by then.
I definitely have a favorite fighter in this fight.
Yeah, I think you and me both. Oh yeah, I forgot! This is the one where,
grenade,
he
man.
keeps spamming grenades.
Come on, Violet. You're better than this. Don't fall for the grenades, Violet. She does have a regular arsenal, so hopefully she can put it all to good use. The one thing that she's not very good at, though, which is unfortunate because it's what she does the most damage with, she has an axe. She rarely uses it. She prefers to use the lance and the sword.
Well, keeping your enemy at a distance is not a bad plan. It
No.
also, you have a diverse tool set for a reason.
Yeah. It's like, learn from Link. Link has the same, like, number of tools at his disposal.
I am going to ask you to please stand still.
There we go.
Alright.
Banjo was also pretty bad at, well, never mind.
Oh dear.
I was gonna say, historically, Banjo was pretty bad at landing his final smash. But, apparently he has gotten better.
And unfortunately for him,
Violet now has hers. Okay, come on, Violet, you're gonna lose it.
once again,
Use it or lose it. As she lost it.
once again,
Violet, now is not the time to be, like... Now is not the time to prove anything. Now is the time to kill the bear.
done.
Really good timing, I guess.
It now was the time to kill the bear. Which brings us to the final battle of the round of 32.
Now we're gonna see our number one fighters go up against each other. Between Dat Boy Pikachu and our boy Luigi.
Both of them earned hard-fought victories in their respective tournaments.
Yeah, some of the most exciting battles we saw have been these two fighters. Do you have any favorites going in?
I would hate to see either of these two lose, but I have to remember that they have both run very respectable journeys through their separate tournaments, and whoever wins this fight, well, we can only hope for a showing befitting a pair of champions.
This is true. And I also just want to iterate that this fight in no way invalidates the victory that they both had getting number one in their previous tournaments.
Not at all.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, here goes.
They both are a bit jumpy, but I think that's Pikachu with the first hit landed.
I was gonna say, neither of them exceptionally afraid of the other, just taking things cautiously. That boy, though, is taking several pot shots at Luigi by this point. He's gotten a few
Yeah,
hits in.
Luigi has dodged quite a few of them. They're starting to trade blows, though.
At this point, I think...
Ooh.
Oh, I was gonna say, that boy seems to have the edge, but Luigi's
I don't know,
starting to...
Luigi has quite an edge as well. This is a very interesting fight so far. They're very evenly matched. As you would expect from two titans.
Luigi's getting his kicks, but he is already at... Judging by the way
Yeah,
he's
he's got the
flying,
smoking effect.
significant amount of damage, so...
Yeah, he's got the smoking effect down by his icon. Yeah, he is hanging in there. Look at him go. Like, even that didn't take him out, and now he's got the smash.
But will...
Oh, that might take him out, though.
Yep, that'll do it. And he lost the smash as a result. Unfortunate, he could have
Yeah.
used it.
His meter didn't go down by that much, though.
That's one
He
thing
could
that-
easily make that back.
True. That's one thing I've always kind of been confused about with regard to these tournaments. Oftentimes they'll have
Pikachu missed.
Yeah. Oftentimes they'll have a smash ready for use, but it's as though they either don't want to use it or forgot they had it.
Yeah. There are some times where, like, I don't remember who it was. There was one fight in particular where the fighter held onto it for a very long time and only used it like at the absolute last second. It's like they were waiting for the opening to use it.
Yeah.
But then there were other times like Byleth, who I'm choosing to believe was like a matter of pride, choosing not to use it.
Yeah.
And then other times where, yeah, it's very clear that they just didn't use it because they either forgot they had it or just didn't want to. Ooh, just like Mario, getting quite a few of those uppercuts landed.
Series of punches, but I don't think
that was a pretty devastating hit by Pikachu there, shooting him up and then shooting him back down with lightning.
That's gonna do it.
Dat Boy, our original champion, moves on.
Yeah, I think the thing about that boy is he has more attacks that make his entire body a damage zone. And when you're quick and able to close the distance, and when your entire body's a damage zone, and then when you're not near him but close, able to throw clouds that shoot projectiles, all manner of projectiles, really, it's going to give you...
Yeah, give him a little bit of an advantage. Alright, so that is the first round complete. I think it's about time we checked in on the Wii Fit Trainer one more time.
Is she still alive?
Okay, yep, she is still kicking. Not sure how, but she is still kicking. Alright, but now we have 2 wild cards who are back to see who is the best wild card of the 2. The only 2 wild cards who did advance.
Alright, come on, my boy. They all might be close-range fighters, but one is a pro boxer and the other 2 are a couple of weirdos wielding hammers.
Oh, Big Mac has entered the chat.
Ooh! Yeah, good night!
Taking out the Purple Ice Climber.
Oh wait, you have to punch out both of them in order to get...
Yeah, well, you have to punch out the orange one, because the orange one's the one is like the leader role. The purple one is just like an extra damage. It's like an extra like punch to their attack. But when there's only one of them, it's like a significant blow to how much damage they can do.
Well,
and it's back to an even playing field.
Well, I don't know if even playing
but
field
also,
is the
yeah,
right way to put it.
maybe not an even playing field because,
Yep.
oh.
Unfortunate. My boy is out.
Samus versus Torin.
Alright, this should be interesting.
Samus has an ability that I noticed her starting to use in the last fight, where she can jump up and do like an instant drop down, which does, yeah, like that. If she lands on someone when she does that, they take damage. She's not very good at gauging where she's landing, though.
No, I suppose not.
I need to stop calling them, like, smash downs, because it's not a smash attack. But it's just like, my...
That was pretty funny.
Charging up the gun attack, and Corrin's just holding shield like, what now? Yeah, Dover, do I still have you there? Dover, did I lose you? Sorry about that, folks. We are back. Back with the fight here. Not a whole lot happened there. Just Corrin putting up a decent fight while Samus has been running around, doing a bit of damage on her own.
Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this gonna be it? Is this the
this
end?
could be it.
If she remembers, she has the smash, but that's always been a point of contention.
Oh, did Samus get it too? I wasn't even paying attention.
Oh!
And
That
Corrin, unfortunately,
How dare you do that to Mom?
she did better than the first round, I will give her that, but unfortunately she's still a bit of a disappointment to me. Now we're gonna see DayZ versus Zelda.
Alright. Somehow I get the feeling that the fix is in for our punchy friend, but I don't know, people have surprised me in the past.
This is true. Zelda has also, like, in that last fight, Zelda really surprised me as well, so let's see what we got. I like to think the lore is that DayZ is just a super fan who wants to be the very best like no one ever was. But also, that's Pokemon and not Mario.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, you know, kind of Minecraft is chill anyway, but that really depends on what mode you're in.
Yeah, if you're playing hardcore mode.
Which I am not.
Yeah, I did try playing Minecraft hardcore mode, and I think I made it a grand total of 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, B.
Ooh.
Zelda's putting up more of a battle than I would have assumed, but after Daisy, I should after original flavor Daisy, I should really know better than to underestimate anybody.
Oh! Speaking of double final.
Oh no.
Oh, Zelda pulling out the stops there.
Cutting off that would-be comeback. I tend to find that initiative is the biggest.
Yeah, speaking of initiative, we got Palutena here, who definitely took the initiative last time against Mr. Game & Watch, who also took quite the initiative.
Well, we'll have to see which of them can pull it out this time.
Made the best initiative win.
All right, come on. One of my boys is already out of the running. I'd hate to see both of them go so soon, but we have seen that Palutena is a strong competitor, a stronger one than we thought. When you can take out someone like King K. Rool with as much ease as she did, of course, then again, he wasn't really moving around all that much. Game & Watch is a different story altogether.
Yeah, he's got the schmoves.
He has hit her quite a few times.
Ooh.
That is not
And
boding well.
I did not teach her to taunt, and yet she taunted.
Alright, GW, come on! You have the smash, use it! Why are you not using it?
He wants to tenderize her up a little bit, but he's got to do it before she does.
And she did it first.
That didn't kill him, though. He has a chance.
It didn't, but...
You gotta do it here, bud.
And he lost his opportunity. So... maybe it's just that when they have reached a certain low level of health... Yep, that's it. So maybe it's when they reach a low health level, they just assume, well, I can just beat them without the final smash and just hit them when they're fresh with the final smash. But unfortunately, it just doesn't pan out that way.
I guess there is a certain logic to that, but it's not the greatest strategy.
No, not at all.
Now we got an interesting one. Spaghetti versus Martha. Before we go into this fight, let's just, we'll see if the Wii Fit trainer's still there. I kind of doubt she will be, but we'll see.
Bombs? Bombs? Bombs?
Yeah, ow.
You know,
Yeah, ouch.
It speaks to just... now I'm starting to feel bad for her. Like, no one was the biggest advocate for her punishment than me.
But also, she deserves it.
You make a good point. Carry on. Next round, Spaghetti versus Martha. Why did you say that the name?
The night is darkest just before the dawn.
I forget who it was, like, the hero we want, the hero we deserve. Okie dokie. Wow. Mario was really just coming out of the... He's no patience
coming on
here.
strong. Ooh, and dodging Lucina's final smash. Okay, Martha, you've had that smash for a while. You don't need to be pulling any spin moves. And she's missed both her smashes. This is looking like a Mario victory here.
Unless we see some presto changeo comeback reversal.
Like, it's not impossible, but I will say at this point it's unlikely.
Well, let's see. How many... has Fire Emblem been knocked out of the tournament?
Roy was knocked out. Violet's still in. Marth got knocked out. I think it's just Violet's left. Time to check in on Fluffy Puff and Mr. Persona. This is going to be an interesting fight as well.
Agreed. Made from the best stuff versus made from weird psychological projection things. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and a talking cat.
That too.
Question mark.
Not the fight that I expected, but I mean,
Yeah,
stuff is happening.
it certainly is. The Joker is taking the lead. And who knows how much longer he's going to be able to hold on to that first stock. Oh, and it's the first time we've seen Kirby do a final smash, and he missed. And now Joker with his smash.
Will he use it?
He did, and he landed.
Ouch!
Like, he must have only just clipped Kirby, though. Oh, and the 10% chance.
Oh lordy, Kirby.
But Kirby's at theoretically full health, so I don't think this will kill him. Unless it launches him, like, way the heck off the stage. Or just kills him. Okay.
Man, Kirby is super enthusiastic.
And Joker moves on. Now we got a fight that I think we've all been waiting for, honestly.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Like, I love Daisy. I want to root for Daisy. But I still think Donkey Kong might take this. My very first fighter versus arguably my strongest fighter.
Either way, should be fun to watch.
Yep. And Donkey Kong is going for it.
He is not holding back.
Yep. You talked about initiative earlier. Donkey Kong is the definition of initiative. Daisy's still trying to taunt, which I think is going to be a real detriment to her here. Oh, she's already out of stock.
Already?
Yeah, Donkey Kong is out for vengeance. He's upset he lost the first tournament. Okay, Daisy putting him to sleep, though. Oh, he did not stay asleep for long.
No,
he was waking
not.
up before Daisy attacked. Daisy, you're leaving yourself vulnerable there. I think that's curtains.
No, that is... Yep. Wow, that was a short fight. Maybe predictable, but still,
Yeah.
surprising.
Yeah, no kidding. That was under a minute. I didn't think we'd hit the minute mark with that one, yeah. You know, it's funny. I had it in my mind going into this that if this scenario happens where Byleth fights Pikachu, that it was going to be a rematch of the century. But Byleth never actually did fight Pikachu in round 1. Now I'm confused. I might quickly try to look it up and see if that did in fact happen.
Now, what I said before about Pikachu's advantage of being able to make himself into a walking damage zone, that may not apply against someone who has some limited weapon range.
Yeah, though he's still going for it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Byleth has a significant more weapon range than Pikachu has, but that doesn't mean Pikachu can't still get in quick, because he does move quite a bit faster than Pikachu. Or sorry, Pikachu moves quite a bit faster than Byleth, I mean.
Yes.
Huh, good to know I get ads on my own YouTube videos.
Oh, lovely.
Though I don't believe I get a penny out of it. Oh, dang, that was a good combo from Byleth there.
Very nice.
No, Byleth and Pikachu did go up against each other in the semifinals of the round 1. So this is a rematch.
Ahead of schedule in terms of where they met last time, but...
Yeah. Ooh, I thought Pikachu was about to dodge that one. The way I've noticed it, Byleth's final smash has like a 2-hit thing. It seems like he dodged the first hit, but not the second.
No, but the reigning champion of the first tournament has been bested.
However, Byleth still has to go up against Donkey Kong now.
Ooh, so...
Seems like Donkey Kong might be the outlier so far if what we've seen holds true.
More of a quote-end-quote victory.
As the Kong comes for us all.
Indeed.
Yeah, speaking about the end coming for us all,
don't tell me.
Do we dare check in and see if the Wii Fit trainer's still kicking?
I don't think I can handle it.
Alright, we'll just take a peek.
some of my buses.
It's like a car crash. You want to look away, but sometimes you just can't. Now let's see if Samantha has what it takes to take out the ice climbing duo.
Oh my god. These two have proven to be a couple little nightmares, and I don't know, not the good raincoat wearing kind.
I will also say, like, I made training videos for each of the 4 wild cards, and the ice climber video performed like extremely well compared to all the other ones.
Like, I'm watching this, and there's really nothing you can do, because whenever they get close, they just swing the hammers, and it causes a ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah. And this is after I nerfed them from the video, because it was just not a fair fight. Because initially I gave them 2 power-ups. One of them was like a weapon resist ability, and one of them was a damage increaser. I took the damage increase ability away from them for this fight, because it just wasn't fair. I probably should have taken both of them away from them, honestly.
Yeah, because they're unstoppable. Like,
yeah, like, this is just, like, realize, like, they're doing this much damage without a damage boost.
this is madness.
Is it too early to think that this could be Ice Climbers versus Donkey Kong? Because we have a clear, like, leader on this side of the board, and I think we have a clear leader on the other side of the board. Like, if I'm being perfectly honest, the only one I can see going up against the Ice Climbers and taking them out might be Palutena.
I guess we'll see.
Let's see if it's going to be Palutena or Zelda who will face the Ice Climbers. It's funny, we're getting One Wing Angel here for the fight music. I feel like this is the wrong fight to be using that track.
Well, we've got a one-winged angel twice.
Oh, and that's Zelda out already, apparently. That was maybe the quickest first outing we've had. You know what's interesting? I just thought about this. These two fighters have one very similar moveset where both of them can warp to safety if they fall off the edge. Like, there's Zelda just used her warp. Zelda also does have one of the most powerful final smashes in existence. And she got lucky a second time. And somehow that did not take Palutena out.
I was gonna say, it's still not enough to put her down.
Palutena might be our best hope against the Ice Climbers. That was a thorough trouncing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, who all do we have? We have Byleth, Joker, and Mario, who are, like, potentials to go up against Donkey Kong. That's provided Byleth doesn't beat Donkey Kong. I will say this, in terms of statistics, the Amiibo fighters do have an attack and a defense statistic. Joker is basically a glass cannon. He'll do a lot of damage, but he doesn't have the best defense stats.
I don't really have a favorite horse in this race, but again,
I don't really either. Oh, Joker takes it.
Yes, he sure does. The Mario twins have been knocked out of the tournament.
Yep.
But they do look the same.
Well, now it's time to really see if Donkey Kong is able to be defeated by Byleth, or if Donkey Kong's gonna take it.
Alright.
But we do have Mass Destruction playing again.
Good, good.
Let's see if that's heralding Donkey Kong's destruction, or if this is the destruction that Donkey Kong is heralding.
Well, she's putting up the biggest fight anyone has against Donkey Kong so far.
Yeah.
And
He's rolling. He likes to start out the fights with that roll attack, and not very many of them have been able to do anything about it. But Byleth is dodging with all her might.
I sometimes wonder, because I know he has an upward clap attack. She's above him, but he punches forward.
I don't know if he's anticipating her. Oh!
That's like the first
Damn!
the first knockout he's suffered all tournament.
I think it actually might be the first time.
Oh!
And a familiar move. One we know well from the first round when he fought Pikachu.
Yes. I believe the first one who gets the smash is going to be the one who wins this, but...
Unless Byleth can dodge it.
Or unless he chooses not to use it.
Or if she pulls hers first. Nope.
Boom!
Oh.
That's it.
She put up the best fight, though.
Yes.
Out of everybody who's gone against Donkey Kong, she put up the best of the fights.
Agreed.
Oh, that's the most even fight they've had with Donkey Kong. Like 239 versus 253. That's not very different. And Byleth was doing more damage than Donkey Kong.
That's surprising. What do we got now? We've got
So we got Palutena versus Ice Climbers.
This is our last chance to keep these two little numbskulls from getting into the finals.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, if they get into the finals, more than likely they're going against Donkey Kong.
Well, you know, I will say this. If they do make it into the finals, they will, even if they win the championship, they will have done it against some stiff opposition.
Holding off pretty good so far.
If she wants to win this, she's got to take advantage of that range that she's got, because literally anytime anyone has tried to engage them in close combat, or even approach them at all, they just get whacked just like that.
Similarly to Byleth versus Donkey Kong, Palutena is putting up quite the fight.
She's got to keep them at a distance.
She has them. Oh, she.
All right.
Is that the first time we've taken? Is that the first time the Ice Climbers have lost the stock?
I believe.
Or no, they lost the stock against Mac, I think.
Yeah, this is the only chance that she's got, and she apparently has not learned her lesson about keeping her distance. We'll see if she pays for that.
So far, it's looking like she might. Although, she's gonna get her smash here pretty quick.
Watch this.
And she did not hesitate. I don't know if that's going to do it. Although Ice Climber Final Smash is fairly easy to avoid. She took the purple one is gone. Oh! They got too far off screen that they couldn't do another jump to recover there.
Holly, hats off to you.
Now that bit's over, let's go ahead and advance to Joker versus Donkey Kong.
Yes, let's do that.
We have the speedy lad versus the slow but mighty.
I do not know if Joker's gonna be able to pull a win out here, because we have seen what happens to the general public when they go up against a giant angry gorilla.
Yeah. We've seen bigger upsets, though.
We have.
Yeah, the thing about the keeping Donkey Kong at a distance is just that he also covers that distance very quickly with that roll.
True.
And Joker, you gotta use your smash here, bud.
There you go.
Got him.
That was probably
one of the best chances he has there.
That was point blank range right there.
Okay, but unlike Zelda, he did not get his double again. Oh, he couldn't. Donkey Kong knocked him too far off stage. He couldn't recover.
Oh, well, this is
Palutena versus Donkey Kong.
This is a very interesting final. I guess we might have seen it coming, because we all know how strong Donkey Kong is. It's just he's never been a top contender before.
And you know what's kind of funny, too? Joker, in Persona 5, there's a song that plays during certain types of fights. The chorus starts off with, "You'll never see it coming."
Final!
We are moving into our final fight. And if I'm not mistaken, there was only one more fighter in the gauntlet that the Wii Fit trainer had to go up against. Let's just see what happens.
I've been through a lot in my life, but at least, no matter what, I can die knowing that I'm not her.
I had the biggest, like, heart drop there for a second where I thought I hit skip.
Oh, that would have been
That would have been horrible.
awful, but I'm sure in 2 weeks it would have been hilarious.
We skip the final fight and the video just ends. Cut to the Death Trips credits.
Oh my god. That game. Alright, so focus on the... Oh, whoa!
Dang!
Whoa!
Holy... What? Palutena popping off here.
Nah, that was... Wow. Didn't see that
And
coming.
taunting on him? Taunting on him twice?
What is happening?
I don't know. She's trying to keep him away. So he can't use... And taunt... What is with these taunts? This is something I didn't teach her.
Use
The only
your
one I
final smash!
The meter's going down. There.
I mean, I think it might be too late. Because she has already dealt a sizable amount of damage while he was messing around. He's flying around like the Dickens.
Yeah. Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Too
bad for you.
From not advancing in any fight in round 1 to winning round 3.
I don't know what to say. Donkey Kong certainly is not happy about this development. He came a long way just to stumble at the 5-yard line.
The champion is Palutena.
Champion has been crowned.
I give you...
A surprising turn of events.
Indeed. It is not who I would have assumed our champion would be, but at the same time, I could think of worse.
Yeah. She was able to take out the ice climbers, which was pretty epic.
Yeah, that is in itself, that is a impressive feat.
With that, a third champion has been crowned. She joins the ranks of Pikachu and Luigi.
Palutena is pretty dignified. I can't really take it away from her. She's pretty good.
Yeah.
No disappointment here.
Well, in any case, thanks again for joining me on this wild couple of videos here, Dover.
Hey, it's a pleasure. It was great to bear witness to, aside from 1 or 2 extremely suspicious matches, a fine contest of skill between a great number of impressive fighters and then a few other fighters who were slightly less impressive.
So yeah, everybody watching, please give Dover a follow over on Twitch. Great streamer. Streams Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Yes. So yeah, join me at NewDoverportTC, twitch.com/NewDoverportTC, where on Tuesdays and Thursdays I've been playing Eternal Poison and slowly driving myself mad at 3 p.m. or somewhere between 3 and 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you for allowing me to join in the fun times that is Smash Brothers.
And I just want to say as well, thanks everybody for watching and joining us on this little journey as well. It has been a wild road with a lot of ups and downs on both the tournament side and on the behind the scenes side on my end. But it's all been worth it. I've had a lot of fun, and I hope you have too.
I know I did, and remember everybody, regardless of how good or bad things are going, at least you're not the Wii Fit trainer.